Hello there, Destin from Camping World in sunny Center Conway, New Hampshire, and luckily, springtime is here. The winter is done. Fingers crossed. I'm standing in front of the 2023 Cougar 2700BH. It's their Cougar Sport line, which is new this year, and kind of exciting because they've shaved down a few of the creature comforts in these things, shaved the price point down significantly, and really kind of made a new segment in the affordable half-ton towable range for fifth wheels. So let's start right in the front here, where of course you still have your pivoting hitch head. That's standard for all Keystone fifth wheel products, so they didn't get rid of that. You do have a little bit of a wet storage area in the front here, your two electric landing gears. You do have your battery disconnect right behind there. They didn't cheap out on the battery. You still have your regular battery right there, a dual box. And they also have tire link prep right in the front too, in case you want to monitor your tire pressure for the camper here. And of course the spare, my battery pack don't come with it. Moving on down to the door side here, similar to the rest of their half-ton lineup, where they'll have two 30-pound LP tanks, one on this side, one on your off-door side. Pass-through, decent amount of space here. Now, to cut down on the weight, they did not do a drop frame on this, so it's not as tall as some of the other Cougar compatriots, but still a decent amount of space. You can see there's one of your inverter prepped outlets. They haven't gotten rid of that. You still have 200 watts of solar up on the roof, the charge controller already in there. Underneath that, there's our aluminum rims, not steel, nitro filled of course. And the other thing they didn't cheap out on is all the windows are still all frameless in this. So they did a really good job making an affordable piece without getting rid of too much of the good stuff. Backup camera prep, it definitely needs a wash right there. And then our underneath here is going to be our trailer tow package prep, which I believe we're actually going to be good for a couple £1,000 in this, because you have a 4-pin connector right here in case you actually wanted to tow something with lights. So if you want to pull a boat behind it, you should be good. Moving to the off-door side here, so your water connection is going to be right in the back. Cable-driven slide. And we're to the front where all the good stuff is. Your sewer connection is right underneath there, with all your tank poles right next to it in the connection center here. So winterization port, exterior shower, your black tank flush. You do have an auxiliary solar connection here too if you want to add another panel. And then your winterization port, of course, too. Right on the other inside here, your solar panel disconnect and your charge controller, as well as the landing gear and stabilizer controls. And that's about it on the outside here. It's coming in quite lightweight, 7,500 pounds as it sits, 9,500 is your GVWR. So definitely in the half-ton segment by all means. Some half-tons you'll run into an issue on payload, but we'll cross that bridge at a later date. Let's head on inside here. You do have a power awning. It spans about the full length of the coach. Outdoor speakers on here. Cougar has done us justice. So as we head in, this is going to be our bunk model in the Cougar Sports. They have this in a rear kitchen model right now that they just came out with. So you should keep an eye out for that, because I got one here and I'll be doing another video. So walking in, you have a big U-shaped dinette, which is really nice. You can actually fit the whole family around there. You have a Furion electric fridge here, so it's 13 cubic foot fridge, freezer, not a bad amount of space, better than my first apartment by a long shot. In the little quasi bunk room here, they did really nice actually. So you have your two doubles. You can use this for a triple if you so choose, or throw that mattress on one of the other ones, double up on the thickness and use this as a nice storage space. Your breaker box is right behind that with a decent amount of storage inside the bunk room itself. Now, both the bunks are going to have 110 USB chargers. And then even on the bottom one here, they didn't forget about you. All right. So we're going to back up and finish up in the kitchen here. So big metal sink, residential faucet on it. Nice amount of storage up top. I like the weight that they did too. It makes it pop. It seems the industry goes back and forth color-wise, and I think once you find something, you should stick with it, but I don't know. Decent amount of storage. You have the Furion appliance package here, so the Furion stove, and it lights up a nice pretty blue. 3-burner cooktop up top. The glass does move back. Don't cook with the glass down. 0.9 cubic foot microwave and your range hood, which will exhaust outside. Now, moving on down from there, you do get a nice little like coffee bar sort of thing here. At least that's what I would use it for. Good storage underneath. And even more on the other side. Up above that, you're going to have your TV, your radio, and this does your indoor and outdoor speakers. You can pair it to your TV too, so if you want to jam out to the game outside, you are good to go. There's our Thomas Paine furniture right over there, so a nice little seating spot. You get the nice little cup holders here, and this will turn into a bed when needed. Another inverter prepped outlet, USB right next to that. And of course, they did a decent amount of glass in here too, so it doesn't look like a tiny, tiny camper. Nice overhead storage up above that. Your Furion air conditioner right above my head here. And let's keep going. So they did get rid of the in-command system in the Sport model, which, love it or hate it, it's still functional here. So your slide control, ceiling light, awning light, and your awning control, as well as your monitoring panel. There's your thermostat for the whole coach. Set it and forget it. And into the restroom. So you still have a porcelain toilet. Actually a decent sized shower. And I'm not a means, but I have plenty of width here to move around. Plenty of space up. So not a bad little setup in the restroom here. Your water heater controls will be right there. It is a tankless hot water heater on this too, so they didn't cheap out on that. A little baby sink and a little bit of bathroom storage here. A little spot for like a trash can or something too. Keep on moving. We got a queen size bed in the master here. And again, you know, the top of fifth wheels, it gets a little squirrely, but I'm 6 foot tall and I'm not. There is a little tiny step up, but then again, I'm still not hitting my head once I'm on it. Nightstands on both sides will have an inverter prepped outlet and USB. Little hidey hole right underneath there. Same on the other side. And a little bit of storage up above. You do have prep for a second air conditioner if you so choose. Down in Texas, it might come in handy. TV mount right next on the bedroom wall, and a big, big wardrobe towards the end here. And you know what? I think that about concludes the tour of the 2700. Now, like I said, they do make a 2100 in a rear kitchen too, which would be, I'd say, a little bit better suited for a couples camper, and we'll get there. Any other questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Destin over at Camping World in Center Conway, New Hampshire, and I'm at 603-333-1520. Look forward to hearing from you, and we'll see you soon.